Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a PDF so that we can upload one file to the blog that we are going to do our online critique in Blackboard with. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, import your photos. They're probably already in Lightroom. They should be. I have to do that, so here are 5 images that I want to put into a PDF so I can import them. And here they are. And I have already edited them, so they're ready to go. So the next thing I have to do is export them. So we're going to use Adobe Bridge to make the PDF. It's not that easy to make a PDF in Lightroom. You could go to the book module, but I find that it's more work for our purposes. It's more work to try to use this to make a PDF. But as you can see here, if you were to make a book in Lightroom, you could export that book to a PDF. Or you could send it to Blurb, which is a company that will print the book for you. All right, well, we'll probably visit that before the end of the semester, but let's go back to exporting our images from Lightroom. So you need to know this anyway if you want to make prints of these, if you're going to take your file to a print company. So let's take a look at how we export. If you look down below here, there's an export button, and if you go up to File, there's also an export choice. So either way, you get to the same place, which is this dialog box. What we want to do is send our image out at the highest quality. So if we look through here, first of all, it asks us where are we going to export it. So we want to choose a folder. So what I want to do is actually make a folder, and I'll just call this my PDF photos. And then I'm putting it on the desktop, so I choose that folder for the export. Next, the file naming. Don't really need to worry about that, but just so you know, you can have a custom name sequence. After that, we're not dealing with video. File settings. This is the important part. We want the format to be the best, so we have the quality up to 100, and then the image format. JPEG will compress the image, but if you are working with JPEGs, then that's what you should select. Now, if you're shooting RAW, you might want to choose a TIFF. Next, the resolution. Okay, so if I wanted to print these images, I would want to choose 300. If I were to put it on my web page, I would choose 72. But for this, actually, for this, we do want to choose 72, and the reason is because we're uploading this PDF to Blackboard. So that's what I want to put in this box. We don't have to resize it to fit. And then at this point, we're ready to export. So I just want to click on the export button. And if you look at the top left, you can see the progress report here. And it says task is completed. But you know, I already recognize I made a mistake because I wanted to export 5. And look, only 1 is selected. So that's why that happened so quickly. Let's do this again and select all of the images. So I click on the first one, hold down the shift key, click on the last one, and now I go back to export. Let's try this button. And here we are back at this window. So here it says export location. I'm going to keep the same one, and I don't have to change anything else. And now I just hit export, and this time it'll export all 3. but it will ask me if I want to overwrite the one I already did. So I'm just going to skip that since it's already in there. And now let's look over here, and it's telling us it's exporting the other 4 files. And as soon as that's done, I'm going to open up Adobe Bridge, which is the icon with the BR. And it looks like that's finished. So now I click on BR for Bridge. And we are waiting for the bouncing ball. I'm just checking to see how many programs I have open. Right now, if you see that little dot, I have the recording software and I have Lightroom open. So to speed things along, oh, of course, there it is. I was going to do that. Okay, so these are images that for your next assignment on self-portraiture, I'll be showing those in class. But right now I need to find the folder that I PDF photos. Here it is. Alright, so here are these 5 images that I would like to put into a PDF. Alright, so again, you want to select them so that they're all going to end up in the PDF. So I click on the first one, Shift, click on the last one, and here at the top, you can, I'm in the right module, but if you're not, take a look and find Output. So you have Essentials, Film Strip, Metadata, and Output, and it's orange when it's selected. And then if you look at the right hand side here, you have a choice to either make a web gallery or a PDF. And I want to make PDF, so I select it, and it looks like a raised button when it's selected. Okay, here we go. Next, what are we doing? What size and what quality? So we have the 72 ppi. I'm putting that up to 100, and next, layout. Okay, this is important. I think the best layout for this PDF would be 1 column and 1 row, so each picture takes up a page. So I already have that selected here, 1 column, 1 row. Now, I'm going to scroll down and see. I don't need to change the overlay or the header, although, let's see, we probably do want to add a header. With that header, what you want to do is select the box and type the name of the assignment. We could just call it response for short, and then a space, and then your name. Okay, and that way we know whose file we're looking at. And otherwise, we don't need to watermark. We're not putting this on a public web page, it's just school. But at the bottom, you do want to select View PDF after Save. And now I'm ready to save. So I click on the Save button. And I want to call this Response PDF. And then my last name. It's going to save it to the desktop. So I hit Save. And again, it's a little box telling you progress when it's finished. Here we go. And then I should open the PDF so we can see it. Okay, so now I have 1 image per page. If I scroll down, you saw them go very fast. So it worked. So now what you want to do is upload this file to the blog in Blackboard, which we will go over in class.